Happy New Year! In this video, I'm going to show you how to set and keep your New Year's resolutions for the coming year. Now, January 15th. You might not know it, but that's a big day for those of us who keep New Year's resolutions, who have goals for us for the following year. Now, the reason for that is because most of us who have these resolutions give up on them. Can you believe that? We have this great vision for our lives, this great vision for 2015. We're going to do this and we're going to do that. Half the time we're probably drunk on champagne. And 2 weeks into the year, we give up, we quit, we forget about it. That's so sad. And there's two reasons that we do that. It's because, number one, we don't have a clear vision on how to achieve those goals. And number two, we don't have enough motivation. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a clear vision for your goals and how to keep yourself motivated, how to hold yourself accountable throughout the year. Okay? There's three things you're going to need. You're going to need a notebook. I don't care where you get it. I don't care how nice it is. I don't know how crappy it looks. You need a notebook. I don't care. It has to be written down. Number two, you need a pen, obviously. Number three, imagination. Okay? I want you to get creative. I want you to get excited. I want you to get absolutely pumped up. There's a quote, I don't remember who said it, so you're going to have to forgive me, but basically it says, if it's not written down, it's just a wish. If it's written down, that's a goal. The thing about goals is that they're attainable. We can achieve them. When we see it written down, we want to achieve it. We know we can do it. Okay? So the first thing I want you to write in your notebook is on the very top, I want you to write life vision. Circle it, underline it, exclamation point it, get excited, get super pumped up about it, okay? Now this isn't your vision for 2015. This is going to be your vision for your life. This is your ultimate goal in life. I like to ask clients what they want their legacy to be. It's a huge question. A lot of us don't even know that. So I want you to spend about 10 minutes reflecting on that. What do you want? This could be, I want to love more. I want people to think of me as just love. I want to motivate. I want to inspire people. Maybe it's just I want to travel. I want to be an adventurer. Maybe it's I want to be a bodybuilder. Maybe that's your ultimate goal in life. That is great. There's no right or wrong answer here. Whatever your life vision is, whatever you want your legacy to be, write it down. Get pumped. Get excited. The problem here that most people have is they allow fear to get in their way in creating their life vision. So for just 2 minutes, or however long it takes you to write this vision out, take that crap that is fear out of your head and throw it out the window. I don't want you to think about it. No excuses. I want you to act like you're an 8-year-old kid writing down what you want your life to be. Man, when I was 8 years old, I wanted to be a detective. I wanted to be Dick Tracy. I wanted to be an astronaut. I wanted to be an explorer. I wanted to do all these things. I want you to have that kind of attitude. Get so pumped up about your life vision. Get excited. Get jacked up. Get happy and write it down. Okay? Now from here we have this. I hope it's incredible. And from here, if you've been to my website, you know that my website's divided into 5 sections. These 5 sections represent a balanced life. And when achieved fully in all of these sections, you live a fully rich and fully balanced life. Now, on each page, fresh page for each section, I want you to write mind, body, heart, riches, and adventure. Okay? Now, you're going to write goals for each of these sections. Okay? Mind represents spirituality, your happiness, your perspective on life, all these things, okay? It could be a number of things. Body represents, obviously, your nutrition, your health, your fitness, your exercise, your sleep, all of these things. Heart represents your relationships, whether it be friendships, lovers, family, your sex life even, all of these things, okay? Riches represents your finances, your career, okay? Investments maybe for some of us. Adventure, my favorite, represents travel, getting out of your comfort zone, getting outside, hiking more, whatever it be, okay? Mostly getting out of your comfort zone and traveling, okay? Now when fulfilled, all these sections represent a balanced life. So I want you to have a goal this year in each section that represents your vision, with your vision in mind, I should say. Okay, so you have your vision in mind. What would help you bring that vision? What would help you encompass that vision? So people see you and they know you are synonymous with your legacy. You're synonymous with the vision you want to create for yourself, okay? Now, like I said with your vision, throw fear out the window. Get excited. Be super pumped. Just get jacked up for the new year writing these things down, okay? Write everything that you think you can do this year with a thing I call reasonable optimism. I love reasonable optimism because you're optimistic, you're getting excited, but you're being reasonable about it. So when we set a New Year's resolution, maybe when we're drunk on champagne, we say, I'm going to make $1 million this year. Maybe they're not even making 5 figures, okay? So that's not reasonable. And the reason it has to be reasonable is because in the back of our heads, we know it's not reasonable, and we know it's almost so difficult to fulfill that it would just be almost impossible, okay? So in the back of our heads, we don't stay motivated to do it. When we know we can do it, we will continue to take the steps necessary to get to where we want to be, to get to that goal, okay? It's absolutely imperative that our goals are attainable throughout the year, okay? That doesn't mean you get to be lazy. I want you to challenge yourself, okay? So maybe you've never ran in your life and you want to run. I'm not going to let you settle for saying, I'm going to run a 5K this year. No, you don't get to do that. I want you to challenge yourself. Why can't you run a half marathon? Why can't you run a marathon? Now, reasonable optimism would suggest that you can do these things. Unreasonable optimism would you'd be saying, drunk on champagne maybe, 10 seconds before the ball drops, you're saying, I'm going to run an ultra marathon. These crazy marathons where people run 100 miles or something, like 150 miles. Crazy, okay? Reasonable optimism is key in staying motivated. You know you can achieve it, okay? So, I want you to ask yourself, or I want you to write down in each section goals. Just 2 minutes in each section. Spend 10 minutes with all 5 of these and just write down, okay? Now in each section, after you're finished with that, take a goal out of each section that really gets you pumped up, that really gets your heart beating fast, that really gets you excited, puts a smile on your face. Take a goal out of each of these things, okay? And I want you are not going to say, I'll try to achieve these. What you're going to say is, I will achieve these, okay? And I'm going to tell you how. This is universal. It doesn't matter what the goal is. Okay, if we're using reasonable optimism and we get excited, there's no reason we can't achieve this. Okay, so in each goal, so we have one for mind, body, heart, riches, and adventure. I want you to write the most important question you will ever ask yourself in your entire life under each goal. Why do I want this? What will this provide for me? What will I gain from having this? So if I'm really pumped up about my heart goal, and I say my heart goal is I want to show my wife, I'm not married, but say I want to show my wife that I love her. What will this gain for me? Now the answer is not I love my wife more. That's what it'll get for me and I'm happier. What will this really provide for you? You're going to have a better relationship. And from a better relationship, you'll have a better life, a happier life. And then from a happier life, you're going to have more friends. You're going to have a more rich life from the simple thing of showing your wife you love her more. Let's say backpacking through Africa. I want to go backpack through Africa. What will this gain for you? Oh, I get to go backpack through Africa. No, you don't get to say that. What other things will this provide for you? Why do I want this? It'll make my heart beat fast. I'm going to have a memory that will last a lifetime, either by myself or with other people surrounding me. I'm going to make friendships. I'm going to forge these lasting memories in my head that will stick with me forever. Okay? So, we have all that down. Hopefully, you're getting really pumped up about this. You're asking yourself, why do I want this? Okay? So, you need, from here, from each goal, you need to be specific. Be absolutely specific. So, if I'm earning 5 figures a year right now, and I want to earn, my goal is sort of 6 figures. That's not specific enough. I need to say, I want to earn $100,000. Okay? If my goal for this year is to get in shape, that's not specific enough. It needs to be so specific. I want to have 8% body fat this year. I want to travel more. Not specific, obviously not specific enough. I want to go to Japan. Okay? Maybe you want to learn a language. I hear this all the time. Like, I want to learn a new language. Okay, awesome. Yeah, that's great. I love it. What language do you want to learn? Oh, I don't know, man. I want to be more cultured. Well, pick a language, learn it, stick with it. This gets us motivated to keep going. Okay? When we stick with our goals. Okay? When we are specific. It's imperative that each goal is absolutely specific. As specific as you can make it. Because then we know what we're headed for. We know what we want to achieve. Okay? The second most important question you're going to ask yourself for this new year is how? How am I going to get there? Okay? This is where a lot of people also struggle. They never ask themselves why. They never ask themselves how. So, if I were to see I love these places, and I've never been in Texas, but they have these giant steaks, and if you can finish it in an hour, you get the steak for free. Okay? Now, if you look at the steak and you say, I can't fit that into my mouth, yeah, that'd be ridiculous. You need to take little steps, little bites to finish that steak, to finish it, okay? So you need to write down 5 actions that will help you support these goals, that will help you to get to where you want to be with these goals, okay? 5 actions that will help you. They could be people, they could be things, they could be a mentality, it doesn't matter. 5 things that will help you absolutely in each of these sections. They'll help you fulfill these goals. So once you have that down, okay, these need to be things also that you can easily attain or that you already have. So if I want to get 8% body fat and I don't have a gym membership, one of the actions that I can take is to go to the gym and sign up for a membership. The other action I can take might be committing myself to going shopping once a week for healthy foods. When you have healthy things in your fridge, you're going to eat healthy. Okay, things like that. So the 5 things in each section that will help you support these goals. Now, we're going to do a backwards graph. Okay, so we started a year, and where do we want to be at the end of 2015? It could be any number on all 5 of your goals. Where do I want to be? Okay, from there, we're going to go backwards. So my goal at 2015 is to make $1 million. Okay, so we go 12 months, have $1 million in my bank account. Great goal. 10 months. What would I have to have at 10 months to get me to where I want to be 12 months? We go back to 8 months, 6 months, 4 months, 3 months, 2 months, 1 month. Okay? So that's absolutely important because now we're taking little bites out of that steak. Now we can see it kind of becoming a reality. We're like, this is completely reasonable. When I look at it, when I'm sitting here and I say, my goal is to run a marathon this year, but I've never ran in my life, I look at that goal and I go, oh my God, I want to give up. How am I going to ever run a marathon? But if we set a 1 month goal, if I say, I'm going to run 2 miles at the end of the month. I'll be able to run 2 miles. That's reasonable. So we can accomplish that goal and we're like, wow, that's awesome. So then 3 months and we have another goal. Maybe we're running a half marathon 6 months into the year. And now we're really on pace. We can run a marathon by the end of the year. Absolutely. Why not? So we've created now our vision. We've created an action plan to support our vision and our goals, okay? And to hold us motivated, to keep us inspired. Sorry about that. What you're going to want to do is think of yourself at the end of the year. You're not holding yourself accountable. Your future self is holding you accountable for achieving those goals. Every moment that you don't want to do what you say you want to do, think of that future self. Think of how disappointed you're going to be in yourself if you don't allow yourself to complete those goals. Okay? Good luck. If you have any questions, comments, or just tell me what your New Year's resolutions is. Write in the comments, whatever it is. I get excited on these things. I love talking about it. I love New Year's. It's one of my favorite holidays. Absolutely pumped for this coming year. I got my own goals. Super pumped. If I can help you out in any way, let me know. All the best. Be good.